continue our little Watford story, right? So, I got there. Yeah, I grabbed my things and I left. But the problem was that I couldn't catch the train that I was supposed to catch, right? Because that was like in the middle of the night, and I was obviously supposed to travel back later. So I would then go to the train station, and I obviously nothing was going like back to Brighton directly. It just wasn't, right? So I saw the train going to London. Is that the Pancras, like in the north of London? I can't remember the name. So I would get there, and then I thought, then I can just walk to Victoria. Yeah, because it's a different company. Because in the UK, you've got the Thameslink and the train line. Yeah. And the one that I needed was not operating, in that area. But I knew that, those trains that I needed were operating from London Victoria. So I was like, okay, so let's go like close to London, like to the city center, and then I can like get to London Victoria, and then I can go back to Brighton, because I knew that from there like the trains were going, if that makes sense, right? So I would get there, and then from that train station, nothing was going to Brighton at all. But I didn't realize how far that train station was from London Victoria, right? And I decided, and there was nothing going from London Victoria as well, and I didn't have money to pay for another train ticket as well, right? So I decided to walk, right? Because we love walking, like as we know. So I decided to get there, but the problem was that my phone was dying. My phone was dying, and I had like 10% of the battery, and I was shitting myself, like, oh my god, like I'm gonna die in London. I will, yeah, I don't know, I will stay here forever. Somebody is gonna kill me in a dark alley or something like that. But anyway, I didn't have that much time, and I really wanted to go home after all of that night. Like I really wanted to go home, and I just decided, I just started walking. So I was using the internet, because at that time I got actually a little Galaxy, like one of the first Galaxies, or Samsung Galaxies that was available. So I got that one, and I was using the maps, and I was screenshotting the maps, like where should I go, and I didn't want to keep the phone on. So I would like screenshot the maps. I would try to remember the route, or like where should I go, like there will be a park, I will turn to the left, and there will be something, and I will, yes, I would like screenshot the map, so I would not be using the internet. So I had the screenshots, and then I would turn it off, and then I like walked according to the memory that I had from those screenshots. I still do have those screenshots on that phone 100%, because it was crazy. And then I started walking, and I got to, oh my god, it was amazing, because London was empty. There was nobody, like apart from some people standing in front of clubs and stuff, but I didn't see that many people. And I was like running, like walking really really fast and running. I warmed up. I warmed up at that point, so that was good. There was something like positive, but I loved it. Oh my god, it was like I was really stressed that I will not be able to get back, but at the same time it was amazing just walking around London in the middle of the night, or actually it was like 5 in the morning on a Saturday or Sunday, so it was like there was nobody there, and I got to the Oxford Circus. Piccadilly. Yeah, to the Piccadilly Circus. Empty. There was nobody. It was amazing. And then I walked that way, and I got lost around there, and I was just running, and I ended up like next to the Buckingham Palace. out of sudden, because I was like looking at the map and I was just running and I was just looking for some signs, and I got like out of sudden, there was Buckingham Palace there, and I was like, oh hello, and it was, yeah, it was really cool. And there was some other place, the Trafalgar Square, maybe, where is it? The Piccadilly, Trafalgar Square, and the stuff. But anyway, like from the Buckingham Palace, I could see the sign of London Victoria, and I was like, thank fucking goodness! Oh my god, thank goodness! And I find it, and then I saw the train station, and I was like, okay, so I'm saved. It's good. However, I didn't have money, right? So I couldn't buy, and I had £1. I think I had only like £1 or £2, or yeah, I had like £3, but the train costs like £10 or something. Like to Watford, it would be £11. Yeah, so it was like I needed like 10, but I had like £2 or £3. So yeah, it's not gonna happen. And I had the train ticket from Victoria to Brighton, and I was just hoping that, basically there was this security guard, right? I came up to him and I was like, because there was a train leaving to Brighton, and I was like, I'm really sorry, I've got a train ticket for the afternoon. Can I just get on this bus? I really want to get home like early, and I don't have money for another one. So can I, like, would it be possible, like, like, not to wait here forever, but to hop on this ticket? And he was like, yeah, all right, darling. So he let me in. That was fucking amazing. I was so happy. So I got onto the train and I got to Brighton. And for those like £3, I actually bought a bottle of water because I was so thirsty. And as we know, I love drinking. I need to drink a lot. And after like a night out drinking not water, I was really thirsty and hungry. Maybe I bought some sandwich as well. So maybe one of those receipts from here was actually from that night, which makes me want to go through everything and actually like find the receipt from that night. But we're gonna yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And then I finally got home, and I remember that I got into bed, and it took me like, because I didn't warm up on the train. I don't know if you know what I mean, like when you get like cold, but you get so cold that it takes you like an hour or 2 hours to warm up, actually. Like you can put as much clothes on you as you want, but it just doesn't like work. Even when you get into a bath and you're just in the cold water, it just takes, quite a lot of time for the heat to actually get to your bones. So I was that cold, and it took me like 2 hours to actually warm up, and I couldn't take a bath. And I was living with Roz at that time in this little like attic room. And also like it was quite funny because at that time when I got back, it was like 6 or 7 in the morning, and I was coming back home, and obviously she had a daughter. So I was really, really worried that I would meet her in the house. So I was like terrified of like, because obviously like she would have known that, I had a party and I was coming back from a party. So I just like opened the door, and I think I heard it in the kitchen, but I just ran upstairs like straight away, and I just got into the bed, didn't even brush my teeth. And I was just so tired, and oh my god, what a night. What a night. Wasn't it amazing? Wasn't it amazing? Yeah, beautiful. But now I'm thinking, because I do recall a conversation with the girl at the train station and me deciding if I want to take the train or not. So I'm just wondering if it like happened on the same night. Like the argument and this like London adventure, if that was the same evening, or if we argued, I left, and I was able to get on the train in a normal way, and this London adventure was before. But I think we had the argument on the first time in Watford because I didn't know how to get to place it, or maybe it was the second time. I think it was there twice because we also had the party with the girl. So I think, and I'm not really sure if the argument was when the girl was with us or without her, which doesn't change anything, and it's not important at all. But I'm just like, I need to process this. I need to process this because we would get there, and I remember that we were drinking in her kitchen, and it was just the two of us, and we were like in a this terrace, or like this what's the word, like this glassy bit that people like, this extended part of the house, conservatory. So we were like sitting there and we were alone, and I had my things there. So that was when we were alone. But with the girl, maybe I traveled like at like 2 in the morning. But shit. But I think the argument and the London adventure didn't happen on the same night. I think it didn't. I think it was two separate things. And then when I was there the first time, that was when I got lost. That was the very first time because she walked me to the train station, and I would be like, oh, I'm gonna take an earlier train because we were not like, we were both really tired. That time she was tired as well. And I was like, okay, let's try that one. So that was the first time in Watford I would take the train and I would get lost in London. And the second time I was there, we had the argument, and then we never spoke again. And in the meantime, she was coming down to Brighton. Yes. Yeah, that must have been it. Oh my god, I love this brain. I hope it's actually, I love this brain. I love this game, and I hope it's good for my brain. Because this is like a mental exercise, isn't it? Like trying to go through the memories. And is that better than, like playing Sudoku and things like this? And all of those things that I used to do when I used to go fishing with this guy. I don't know. Fucking hell. So we've got that. So we have to, how much time do we have? 12 minutes. Okay, so we can sort out these train tickets. So this is Gatwick Airport, London Terminal. So that would be the one. Or maybe I would go to London. Yeah, I used to go to London by myself as well. Like again, like when the sun was shining, I was like because I didn't want to stay at home. So I would go to London by myself, just to walk around, have a coffee, sit on the south bank of the river, listen to the music and to the buskers, along the river. Although at most places the busking was like prohibited, but there was this area like close to the London Eye, and actually at the Tate Museum, I've got a recording. Of the of a busker who was playing a song, a beautiful one. I can't remember, and it was just him and the guitar. And I was sitting in front of the Tate Museum because toilets. Because I need to go for a wee wee basically at every hour. So I was just sitting there, and it was dark, and you could see I was on a bench. He was like closer to the river, as people were like passing by, because there is this little park in front of the Tate Museum, and there was the St. Paul's Cathedral behind him, or next to somewhere here. The whole city was shining, wasn't it? And it was just so beautiful, and I cried. I was crying, and you can actually hear it in the recording when he was playing, and I was like like trying to stop my runny nose, and it was gorgeous. It was really, really, really beautiful. If I find it, and if I actually find out how to connect two videos together, then I will try to put it after this clip. People can do it. People can do it. It should be possible. Is it possible to do it in on YouTube, or do I have to insert, or do I have to like download an editing program? I'm not going to be downloading an editing program, no thank you. So I will try to do it somehow, but it was so cool. It was one of the, like, I do remember that. I don't need any like thing from here to remind me of that moment. It was really, 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 really beautiful and really emotional. And it was a song from you, you, I'd leave it all. Maybe this is the reason I should never blame the blame. Maybe you can pull me through all of this to go away. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do you know which one I mean? Oh my god, who? George, Ezra. George, Ezra, and it is this like, baby, give me one of, bring me one of the reasons I should never stay the same. Baby, if you want me, then all this will go away. That one. I'm sorry for singing, but you know, that's the one. This is what happens when you don't remember things. But this is amazing because normally you would be like processing these things in your head, and it's quite funny when you, or when, like right now, like I'm not thinking, I'm speaking like straight away, so there is no space for me to like process the thoughts. You know, I just like see pictures in my head, but all of the thoughts that are coming out, it's so funny. I love it. This is so amazing. Like, I need to watch those videos back, to be honest. I need to, because I want to see what it looks like. And then I will probably make all of those videos private, because I seriously, like, even now I really don't want to, don't want anybody to watch these things. And I'm really happy that nobody is actually watching them, although there is a couple of views, but that might be just me, and I hope it's just me. And I hope nobody is watching this. And if I actually like because when I upload the video, then I like watch it, like if it's the whole thing, and I skip through it, but I don't actually like listen to myself.